Hi there, we're here on the next episode of My Bonus Life. I'm here with my brother Noel, so you'll say hi, Noel?
Hi.
There you go. And we're at the Vincent Men's Shed today, where Noel spends a lot of time making a lot of his wood products. You would have seen he's made some cheese boards and he's made coffee tables for me and that kind of stuff. What we've decided to do is we're going to try and make some picture frames for these pictures that we got from Nicole. And Noel's just come back from a holiday in New Zealand and he picked up some second-hand or recycled timber, and hopefully we're going to turn those into picture frames. So it's day 2 back at the men's shed, and just letting you know I have become a paid up member and it's my second day here and I'm going to continue working on that photo frame. So I'll keep going. Thanks, Noel.
Excellent. Good one.
Okay. All right. I haven't been able to stay very long at the men's shed today, but what I have done is I've glued the pictures onto the backstock so that the cardboard sits like that. So that's how it'll be for when I put it in the frame, and that's all I'm going to get done today. Okay, I'm back at the community shed because we're not allowed to call it a men's shed anymore with Noel, and Noel's just about to show us how to use the, what's it called? The biscuit cutter. Biscuit cutter to cut biscuits, which is how we're going to joint up the picture frame.
So I'm just going to check that this is the right depth. So I've got a bit of scrap wood in there. Got the Makita biscuit cutter. Easy as that. And then we want about 15 mil off the side there, and that's spot on. So that'll put the cut in the middle of the piece of wood we've got here. So what we're going to do is put a biscuit down in this bottom corner here. So I'll show you, so that's the frame there, and this is the biscuit we'll actually embed into the wood so that it'll hold it together once it's all glued up.
Okay, let's see you do that. Okay, so that's the biscuit cut there. So just want to pop the biscuit into it,
yep.
So we'll get the idea.
So
okay.
That sits in there, and then we'll do a corresponding one in the other piece of wood so that it ends up strengthening that joint.
Okay, cool.
So I've
all right.
got to do this other cut.
So let's cut the other one.
So we've cut both of the bits of wood. We've got our biscuit here. So that just sits into the slot we've created. And then once we glue that all up, that'll hold it in place and aligned.
Okay, so my job for the rest of today is just to do the other corners.
That's right.
All right, thanks, Noel. Cheers. Okay, so the situation we've got is because I ran out of long lengths of timber, I'm actually having to make the 4th length out of 2 little bits. So what we're going to do today is, wait a second, we're going to, I've biscuited them, we're going to glue them together today.
Yep.
And then we're going to glue the frame on another day, because when we glue the frame, we have to use clamps, which means this part here has to be strong. So we're going to make that strong today, and when we do the clamping, it'll clamp better. We've got it all in the vise glued up, so looks like that. And we need to wait about 20 minutes for that to all dry so that we can use it. Hi there, I'm back at the men's shed. I'm just doing the frame now, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so that's what a picture framing clamp looks like. So basically, you use this handpiece here to either lengthen or shorten this band of wire, and you've got these 4 corner stops to put the frame in place. So that's what we currently look like. Now you'll notice, if you look down in this corner here, you can see that the picture is standing slightly up from the backboard, and this corner isn't meeting perfectly. So that's actually telling me that the bottom piece of wood is ever so slightly too long. So let's keep going. Okay, I think we've got it. So that's with the biscuits in, and all four corners look quite good now. So I think, oh, that corner there, that's because we're missing part of the wood because it's second-hand wood, so that's just life. Okay, so now I'll glue it up. Okay, as you can see, we've finished up for the day. So we've put the biscuits in, we've glued it, we've framed it, or clamped it, I should say, and now it's time to leave it overnight to dry. So off we go. All right, I've come back. The glue is now dry, and as you can see, that's the frame there. And what I've done is I've made a backing plate for the back as well. As it turned out, I made it so exact that I actually don't even have to pin it in. It's actually holding by itself. You can see when I shake it, that is in just by its own compression. So that's good. I've got to tidy up a couple of corners, so you can see that one is a little bit proud. So I'll sort that out, and then I'm going to take it home and we'll look at putting the hanging hook on it, or the hanging wire anyway. Hi there. So as you can see, I'm now at home. So here's our painting. So this way is up, and what I've done is I've put an eyelet here and an eyelet here. Most of the time you see people putting a little badge on the back. Now, what I don't like about that is it has the potential to scratch the paint on your wall. I prefer to put the fixings inside the frame so that they're not rubbing on the wall, and so that the picture can actually hang flush on the wall instead of being, they often sit out a little bit. Now, there's a very easy way to get a beautiful this effect here on your knots, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll put this up on the screen, but it's down, tighten, around, up, through, pull, and twist. So let's go through those in turn. So we go down through the hole, we tighten. So this is where we're going to get. That's what our string line's going to be. You tighten it, and you're actually wanting to bend the wire so that it remembers that. So that's down, tighten. We're now going to go around the wire. So around the wire, and now up. Let's see if I'm getting the up bit. Might be tricky, but there's the up. So down, tighten, around, up. Now I'm going to go through. So there's my through, and then pull. And you'll see that you've got a really, really nice knot on the eyelet, and it's twice through the eyelet. Now the last stage is twist. So what I'll do, I've actually got a little bit too long there, so I'll just shorten it off a bit with these side cutters. And it's twist. So you just grab it and you just twist excess around just to have a nice finish. It just gives a nice finish to it. There you go, that's probably enough. Right, and you can see, even trying to keep it tight, I have still got some slack in it. Had I pulled tighter and mucked around with it, taken a bit more time, I probably could have got rid of that. The other thing I could do, of course, is if I hadn't screwed these eyelets in all the way to begin with, I could have deliberately left them out a little bit, and then by screwing them in, I could pull up the slack on the wire. But that's a nice amount of slack. It's not hitting the frame. So actually this is finished. Oh, well, it might be finished now. So it's certainly ready to be hung. I could hang it. I am thinking about catching up with a friend of mine named Paula, who's an artist, because I was wondering firstly if she could fill in these little bits of blue that are visible through the frame. But I also thought how amazing it would be to continue these tentacles off into the frame as if the octopus is grabbing around the frame. I thought that might be really, really cool. So I'll see if I can get hold of Paula, or you might say, no, Paul, it's a bad idea, whatever. But that's where we're at so far. We've done quite well today. Okay, so it might take me a while to get hold of my artist friend to see whether we can do some further enhancements to this picture. So what I'll do is I'll make this a multi-part video. I've already got quite a few cuts already. And there'll be part 2 of who framed Orange Octopus. Big thank you to Nicole Hanusek for making this piece of artwork available to me in the first place. I really love it, and if you're looking for some artwork, please consider her website. I'll put the details down in the description. Thanks a lot from Paul in Perth. See you later.